Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to the Youngstown State Dynasty on college football revamped. I have to go over a few things before starting this episode. For one, I was thinking about doing something different with the formula of how I'm recording these videos. For the first few episodes, I showcased pretty much every down from every game, and it felt like the videos dragged on a little too long because of it. So I decided to try something different and condense the gameplay a bit. We're still going to show tons of plays from each game, but instead of gameplay taking around 18 to 25 minutes per game, I'm going to try to edit it down to around 10 to 15 minutes per game. That way we can do double headers in videos instead of just one game per video. And also that way I can get through this first season a little faster. And another cool thing is that we finally have updated pants for the YSU uniforms. I'm not sure if you guys have noticed, but for the first few episodes, we had the pants with a solid stripe all the way down. And that is not how YSU's pants are in real life. And it's been something I've been trying to fix for a while now. And the pants look absolutely awesome. But when I did import the pants in with the ASD editor, for whatever reason, the crowd was blacked out and the sidelines looked all glitchy. Not sure why this happened, so I double checked to make sure that all the settings and the DXTs were correct and accurate. I even replaced the 𝗪𝗏𝗃𝗏 file that contains the new pants with the previous 𝗪𝗏𝗃 that I was using with the older pants, and I still had the same issue. So after a few days of trying to find a solution, I moved my NCAA 14 game files to a newer yet old version of 𝗪𝗏𝗃, and that seemed to do the trick. But the issue is I already recorded 2 games with the glitched out crowd and sidelines. However, in the next episode, the glitches won't be there. But for this episode, we're going to have a double header. We're going to kick it off against the 1-2 James Madison Dukes, who are coming in to Youngstown, Ohio. And despite us leading in 7 out of the 8 categories statistically, 𝗲𝗄𝗄𝗃 is still going with James Madison University, but that's all right. I like being the underdog. And for this game against James Madison University, we have 3 prospects coming to visit, and that's Alan Hayden, Heath Brown, and Nathan Jacks. There you see the new pants design, black with the red stripe. We also have red with the white stripe. And of course, we have the white with the red stripe as well. These pants look absolutely dope. And with the visiting prospects, we have specific game goals, and that is to get 3 sacks and 2 tackles for losses with the defensive line. We're going to be rocking the red on red uniforms with this sick alternate penguin helmet. Absolutely love this helmet. Let's take a look at the matchup. Passing yards per game, YSU has 240 compared to 163 for James Madison. They have 158 rushing yards per game compared to our 127. We each average 1 turnover per game, 3 more points per game over James Madison with 22 to 19. So a pretty even matchup here today.
And here come the Penguins.
It's really amazing how better the uniforms look all together with just the new pants. That stripe just looks so good. James Madison wins the coin toss. They're going to defer the second half, so YSU will get the ball first. 1st and 10, Mitch Davidson hands off to Tyshawn King. He's going to break a tackle, head up field. He's going to get tackled for a gain of 6. 3rd and 5, Mitch Davidson back to pass. He's going to throw for CJ Charleston, but it's going to be knocked away by Devin Coles. And YSU goes 3 and out to start the game. Going to go all out blitz here on 1st and 10. Black gets the handoff, but Howard's going to meet him in the backfield for a loss on the play. The YSU defense staring him down. That's one of our prospect goals, is to get tackle for losses. I believe we need 2 of those and 3 sacks as well. So we're off to a good start. 2nd and 11, McLeod takes the snap. He's going to throw, but it's going to be intercepted by 𝗬𝗃𝗍𝗆. What an interception. I'm not even sure how he came down with that, but we forced the turnover. I'm going to need to see that replay again to see how he came up with this interception. 𝗬𝗃𝗍𝗆 looks like, yes, one-handed catch. And through the body and everything, he holds on to it. What a play for 𝗬𝗃𝗍𝗆. YSU takes over. 3rd and 14, Davidson back to pass. He looks, he throws deep for Bryce Oliver, but it's going to be knocked away by D'Angelo Pons. 4th and 14, YSU unable to capitalize on the turnover. And that's back-to-back 3 and outs to start the game. 1st and 10, Tyshawn King takes the handoff and he's going to head up field, tries to break the tackle, but he's going to be tackled after a gain of 14. And we no longer have that texture glitch during this cutscene. Davidson's going to hand off to Dre Rushton, who goes through the middle, and he's going to pick up some yards. He's going to break a tackle on the way and head toward the end zone for the touchdown. 43 yards by Dre Rushton, the backup running back. And YSU finally gets on the board here in the 1st quarter. James Madison's been marching down the field. 1st and 10. Black's going to take the option. He's going to head to the left side, and no one's there to get him. He's going to be in for the touchdown. Kaylon Black, 30-yard touchdown run off the option. James Madison now on the board, tied at 7, pending the extra point. The kick is up and the kick is good, so James Madison does indeed tie this game up at 7. YSU looking to respond. 3rd and 7. McLeod back to pass. He looks, he's going to throw, but it's going to be intercepted by Marcus Hooker. YSU gets their 2nd interception of the day. A big play there for YSU as he gets the interception and then just dives to the ground for some odd reason. Davison with the play fake. He's going to roll right. He throws and he finds Max Tomczak. He's going to get the 1st down and more. Max Tomczak with a gain of 17 on the play. 1st and goal, YSU. 3rd and goal now. Davison takes the snap. He looks. He's going to find Tyshawn King in the end zone for the touchdown. YSU. Mitch Davidson now 2 for 9, 24 yards and a touchdown. 𝗷𝗏𝗃𝗃 saw it here, but that touchdown should definitely build some confidence. 1st and 10. McLeod will keep the ball and he's going to get hit in the backfield by Dylan Wookey. A loss of 5 on the play. When they hurry up, 2nd and 1. Davison's going to find Bryce Oliver on the wide receiver screen. He does a juke and a spin move. Heads up field. He's going to get tackled. Gain of 18 on the play. 1st and 10 YSU. On the ensuing play, Tyshawn King takes the handoff. He's going to juke, run into 2 defenders, but he's going to drag them into the end zone with him for a 10-yard touchdown run. YSU now up 2 scores on James Madison. 4th down from the 15-yard line. Davison's going to throw and find Brandon Alexander on the slant for the 1st down. The freshman wide receiver makes a big play on 4th down. Looking for Oliver. He catches it, but he's going to lose 6 yards on the play. An ugly play for YSU right there. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. 3rd and goal. Davison takes the snap. He's going to find Tyshawn King, but he's not going to get any yards on that play. 4th down. And a terribly wasted opportunity for YSU here. We're going to go for the field goal. The kick is up and the kick is good. YSU extends their lead by 17. And Western Michigan over Ball State 24-10. 3rd and 14. McLeod takes the snap. He has 3 YSU defenders running right at him, and he's going to get sacked for a loss of 7. Aaron Davis, the cornerback, gets the sack there. Going for it on 4th and 21, McLeod, and he has YSU defenders in his face yet again, and he goes down for another sack. Loss of 11. Johnson this time in on the sack, and YSU will take over on downs.
We've reached halftime, and I don't think too many people were expecting this. The count here at Husky Stadium is the Penguins 24, the Dukes 7.
Glad to have you with us in the studio for the EA Sports NCAA Football 14 halftime show presented by Nissan. Innovation that excites. Reese Davis and David Pollock here completely locked in on that first half. The stats are certainly not overwhelming from an offensive standpoint. These two teams averaging less than 6 yards per pass attempt. That's not really what you're after in the passing game. But a lot of it can be attributed to really good defense. Look, you know quarterbacks want to take care of the ball first, but they also want to push it down the field. How do you balance that with this guy? Not a lot of room downfield to throw the ball, it doesn't seem, but he's taking the check down pretty quickly.
Yeah, well, and if there is no room down the field, and you don't see very many open receivers just streaking. I mean, you haven't seen that. So the defense is doing a good job of taking that deep stuff away. But the number one thing is, if you're going to bail out Reese and you give him that underneath stuff, that easy pass completion, you got to tackle. And that's what they're doing. They're coming up and they're not letting him, throw a 7-yard route that goes 50 yards. And that's one of the biggest keys to defense. Let them throw the underneath stuff, come up, make a good tackle, live to fight another down.
I had a wise coach once tell me, teams do not beat you throwing and catching. They beat you by running after the catch. David and I will stay locked in on everything going on in college football. It's going to wrap it up here in the studio. Just about time to get you out to your second half. Brad and Kirk ready with a call.
As you can see, we've had 3 sacks on the day and multiple tackle for losses. So we got those prospect goals done and out of the way. 3rd and 6, McLeod back to pass. He throws. He has 𝗧𝗏. He's going to get knocked out of bounds for a gain of 8. 1st and goal for James Madison. 1st and goal. McLeod will hand off. No, he'll keep it and he will run up the middle for the touchdown. Jordan McLeod keeps it on the option. With the score, James Madison pulls to within 10. Mitch Davidson back to pass. He throws. He'll find Bryce Oliver, who will get the 1st down and a few more. 15-yard reception for Bryce Oliver. 1st and 10, YSU. Mitch Davidson with the play fake, back to pass, throws. He'll find 𝗂𝗍𝗏𝗏 on the left side. He heads up field, breaks a tackle, will try to juke out of another one. He'll get tackled down inside the 5. First and goal for YSU. Second and goal, Mitch Davidson back to pass. He'll find 𝗂𝗍𝗏𝗏 on the wide receiver screen, and he's in for the touchdown as YSU answers with a quick score of their own. Mitch Davidson takes the snap in the shotgun on 1st and 10. He looks, throws deep for 𝗪𝗏 on the right side, and he will make the catch. 𝗪𝗏, 45-yard reception as Mitch Davidson drops it right in the bucket, and 𝗪𝗏 keeps his feet inbounds. 1st and 10 YSU. And at the end of 3, YSU is up 31-14. We're headed into the 4th quarter. Mitch Davidson back to pass. He's looking, rolls left. He's going to be pressured and hit as he throws, but he finds 𝗪𝗏𝗪𝗏 in space, and he's going to be tackled at the 1-yard line. What a play by Mitch Davidson, evading the pressure. He gets hit as he throws, but he throws it right to a wide open 𝗪𝗏𝗪𝗏. 1st and goal. YSU hurries back to the line. Davidson takes the snap. He's going to roll right. He's looking. He's going to find 𝗪𝗏𝗪𝗏 in the end zone, finishing off the previous play. And YSU extends their lead now 38-14, pending the extra point. And with less than 2 to play, YSU is in the red zone again. Mitch Davidson on 1st and goal will fake the handoff to 𝗪𝗏𝗪𝗏. He's going to throw it to 𝗂𝗏 in the end zone for the touchdown. In reverse play fake to 𝗪𝗏𝗪𝗏, and YSU extends their lead here in the closing segments of this game. And that's your final from Youngstown, Ohio, as the YSU Penguins defeat the James Madison Dukes 45-14. Mitch Davidson is your player of the game with 4 touchdowns, 273 yards passing. YSU improves to 3-1 with a dominating victory over James Madison. Penguins insult James Madison 45-14. Was a blowout victory for YSU, probably one of our more complete games of the season as we improve to 3-1 on the year. And up next, we open up conference play against Kent State. Kent State is 1-3 on the year. We are 3-1. That's why 𝗵𝗄𝗄 has picked us to win this game. They're 68 overall with a 65 rated offense and a 73 defense, so we should be able to win this game. Kent State only gives up 189 passing yards per game, but they give up 240 rushing yards per game, so we should definitely be able to take advantage of that. And the impact player to watch for this game, YSU quarterback Mitch Davidson. Last game, 24-32, 273 yards and 4 touchdowns. First play of the game, we'll hand it off to 𝗪𝗏𝗏, who will find open space to the left, but will get tackled down. Gain of 7 on the play, 2nd and 3 coming up. Davidson hands off to 𝗪𝗏𝗏, who has a massive hole wide open. He's going to cut to the right, gain of 12 on the play. 1st down YSU. And no wonder why they give up 240 rushing yards per game with running lanes like that. 2nd and 7, Davidson hands off to 𝗪𝗏𝗏, who again has an open hole. He heads up field for the 1st down and he drags defenders with him. 12 yards, 34 yards on 4 carries, 8.5 yards per carry so far for 𝗪𝗏𝗏. 2nd and 10, Mitch Davidson with the play fake. He rolls right, he throws. He has 𝗂𝗍𝗏𝗏, who's wide open in the middle of the field. He's going to catch it, and he's going to carry it into the end zone for the touchdown. 35 yards on the play. Mitch Davidson to 𝗂𝗍𝗏𝗏, and the YSU Penguins now up 7-0, pending the extra point. And the season of upsets continue as Michigan State knocks off number 8 Wisconsin 25-24. Michigan State 2-3 on the season. Wisconsin now falls to 4-1. 2nd and 8, Garvin back to pass, throws. He finds Fisher, who makes the catch, and he heads up the right sideline. And terrible tackle attempts for YSU defense as they will give up the 44-yard touchdown reception. Mind-bogglingly bad defense from YSU right there, as Kent State now ties the game pending the extra point. 3rd and long, Mitch Davidson back to pass. He's looking, he throws deep to the right side. He has 𝗪𝗏, who makes the catch, and he hauls it in for the touchdown. 51 yards. Mitch Davidson to 𝗪𝗏, and the Penguins answer back with a touchdown of their own. The Mitch Davidson to 𝗪𝗏 connection has been so good for YSU this season. 1st and 10, Mitch Davidson back to pass. He throws, finds 𝗪𝗏 on the wide receiver screen. He has open space upfield, and he's in the end zone for the touchdown. YSU adds to their lead 21-7. Mitch Davidson to 𝗪𝗏 yet again. 1st and 10, Mitch Davidson takes the snap, deep drop back. He's looking, he throws to the end zone. He has 𝗪𝗏𝗪𝗏 wide open in the back of the end zone for the touchdown. 22 yards on the play. Mitch Davidson 4 passing touchdowns so far as YSU extends their lead 28-7, pending the extra point. and Mitch Davidson having himself another fine game. Mitch Davidson rolling to right. He's looking. He's going to throw in the end zone and find Max Tomczak for the touchdown. 6 yards on the play. Mitch Davidson now 5 passing touchdowns on the day so far. And YSU with another score here late in the first half. 35-7 YSU over Kent State at halftime. This one's pretty much over. And what a way to kick off conference play for YSU, their first season in the MAC conference. First and goal, Tyshawn King's going to run it in for the touchdown. YSU extends their lead now 42-7, 3:17 left to go here in the third quarter. And what a way to open up conference play for Youngstown State as they get the dominating victory 42-7 over Kent State. Mitch Davidson 382 yards passing, 5 passing touchdowns. Another solid performance from Mitch Davidson and the Youngstown State team overall. A really good feeling getting your first conference victory in the MAC conference in your first season in the FBS. Mississippi State knocks off number 14 LSU 28-25. What is going on here? Kent State is unhappy with their poor showing against Youngstown State. They gave up 21 points in the first quarter, 14 in the second. Mitch Davidson was absolutely on fire. A big win indeed for YSU. Answering the media's postgame questions, it's always easier after a win. You got that right, Mr. Athletic Director. And next week, we'll be taking on the 3-3 Akron Zips. But that's going to be in the next video. If you guys enjoyed this video, consider dropping a like and leave a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think of the new format, if you enjoy the quicker games, or if you want more in-depth highlights. But I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching. Your support on these videos means a lot to me. I truly mean that. This is Gaming Cube. You're watching Gaming Cube Sports Network, and I'll catch you on the next one. Much love, take care, and peace.